Let us go through the remaining part of Unit 1 of the lesson Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish by Steve Jobs. But before we begin our class, let us have Brahmana. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Swastika. In our previous class, we read that Steve Jobs was invited as a guest at the commencement program of Stanford University. As you know, commencement program or commencement ceremony means a ceremony in which degree certificates and diploma certificates are conferred to the students. In his address to the students of Stanford University, he spoke 3 stories related to his life. The first story was about his birth, upbringing and education. The second story was about his love and loss. And his third story was about his death. In his first story, he said that I was given admission in an expensive college of America known as the Reed College. But his taking admission in the Reed College was related to his birth, because his foster parents, who had promised to his biological mother that one day they would make her son a graduate. Then only the biological mother of Steve Jobs put her signature on the final adoption paper. Now let us go through the text. And 17 years later, I did go to college. When he was at the age of 17, he was given admission in a college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. What did he do? He chose in the past tense of choose. He chose an expensive college like Stanford. And you know, all the good institutions, good colleges are very much expensive. And naively means innocently. And what did he do? He innocently chose a college that was very expensive, that was almost as expensive as Stanford. And all my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. And what did he do? He spent all the savings of his working class parents by paying the tuition fees in the past 6 months of his college studies. And all my working class parents, his foster parents, were working class people. They were not highly educated. They were not even graduates. Clear? So whatever they had shed for the education of Steve Jobs, he spent that saving of his working class parents in the past 6 months of his college studies by paying the tuition fees. and all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I could not see the value in it. After 6 months, he did not find any value in his college studies. Actually, he was not interested to pursue his college studies after 6 months. After 6 months, I could not see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. His parents were not highly educated. They could not guide him properly. So he did not know what he would be in his life. He did not have any idea what he would be in his life. I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life and no idea how college study would help him in his future, and no idea how college was going to help him to solve the problems of his life and to build up his career. And here I was spending all of my money my parents had saved their entire life. His working class foster parents had saved, working hard, whatever amount that was spent by Steve Jobs in the past 6 months of his college studies. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. So at last he decided, after continuing 6 months of his college studies, he decided to discontinue his college studies. I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. And he believed that whatever decision he had taken would not make him suffer in his life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary when he discontinued or when he became a dropout student. That time it was very much frightening. At that time, scary means frightening. But looking back, it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. But when he looked back, then he thought whatever decision he had taken was the best decision in his life. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes. See, you are now the regular students. You are compelled to attend the classes. But the moment you discontinue your study, your teachers will not compel you to attend the classes. And the same thing had happened with Steve Jobs. After discontinuing his studies, he was not bound to attend the regular classes. The minute he dropped out, he could stop taking the required classes, and that did not interest me. And after all, he discontinued his college studies because the studies or the subject did not interest him. The classes did not interest him. That was the reason why he discontinued his studies. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that did not interest me and begin dropping in means visiting on the ones that looked interesting. After discontinuing his college studies, what did he do? He attended the classes. He visited the classes that attracted him very much or that interested him very much. It was not all romantic when he became a dropout student. That time was very much frightening and it was not at all romantic. I didn't have a dark room after discontinuing his studies. you are not given a dorm room, which means dormitory. A dorm room is a room for several students or several people to take their repose. I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. As you know, after discontinuing his studies, he did not leave the college campus. He remained in the college campus the next 18 months before he really quitted the college. So what did he do? He slept in the rooms of his friends, as was not given a dorm room of his own. I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy for me. See how he suffered a lot after spending all the money by depositing the college tuition fees of the savings of his working class parents. He did not have any money. He worked hard. He returned Coke bottles and earned 5 cent, which was very much difficult to maintain his livelihood. He returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to purchase good milk, and he would walk the 7 miles across the town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. And every Sunday or on Sunday night, he walked 7 miles to have a nice meal, to have a delicious meal at Hare Krishna temple or ISKCON temple. I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. Every week on Sunday night, he walked 7 miles to have a delicious meal at the ISKCON temple or Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. The food that was served there was liked by Steve Jobs, and he says, I loved the food served by Hare Krishna temple. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless. Priceless means valuable. Turned out to be means proved later on. And much of what I stumbled into, here stumbled means involved in something by chance, by following, by curiosity and intuition. Intuition means a perceptive insight. Proved valuable later on. Let me give you one example. Reed College at that time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country, and he thought. Reed College provided the best calligraphy instructions to the students. After becoming a dropout student, he remained in the campus of the college, and he had not to attend the regular college classes. But what did he do? He attended the classes that interested him. And what classes did he attend after discontinuing his college studies? After discontinuing his college studies, he attended the calligraphy classes. Reed College at that time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. And throughout the campus of the college, every poster, every label on every drawer was beautifully calligraphed or written in handwriting or hand calligraphed. Because I had dropped out and did not have to take the normal classes, I decided to take a calligraphy class to learn how to do this. So he decided to learn how to do this calligraphy. So what did he do? As he was not bound to attend the regular college classes after discontinuing, he attended the calligraphy classes to learn how to do calligraphy. So by attending calligraphy classes, he learned about serif and sans serif. Serif and sans serif means a kind of typeface. About varying the amount of space between different letter combinations, about what makes great typography great. And typography means art of designing how text book will appear when it is printed. And typefaces means what? Typefaces means a visual representation of a set of characters in typography. This typefaces, typography and serif and sans serif. That's the most difference between serif and sans serif. Serif and sans serif means a kind of typeface. And what do you mean by typeface? Typeface means a visual representation of a set of characters in typography. And what does typography mean? Typography means the art of designing how a textbook will appear when it is printed. So he learned typography by attending the calligraphy classes. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about varying the amount of space between different letter combinations, about what makes great typography great. It was beautiful, historical and artistically subtle, means not easily understand, in a way that science cannot capture, and I found it fascinating. Here I refers to Steve Jobs found it very much charming, very much fascinating, very much interesting. But he didn't know how this calligraphy will helpful to him in his future. He had no idea to set up the Apple Inc. But the calligraphy classes interested him. After discontinuing his college studies, he had not to attend the college classes. He attended the calligraphy classes and learned serif and sans serif and typography. None of these had even a hope of any practical use or practical application in his life. But 10 years later, when he set up the Apple Inc., what he had learned by attending calligraphy classes became very much helpful to him. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, and Macintosh computer was the first computer, it all came back to me, and we designed it all into the Mac. Your Mac refers to Macintosh, and they designed the Macintosh with all the type serif and sans serif and typography, everything there. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. And remember, Macintosh was the first computer with beautiful typography. Then he says, if I had never dropped in on that single course, dropped in means visiting. If I had never visited on that single course, your single course refers to the calligraphy course in college, the Macintosh would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. Your fonts means size of typefaces. And since Windows just copied the Macintosh, it is likely that no personal computer would have done. If I had never dropped out, I would have I would have never dropped in on this calligraphy if he had not discontinued his college studies. He would have never attended the calligraphy classes, and the personal computer making tools might not have the wonderful typography as they do have now. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. When he was in college, he didn't know that he would set up the Apple Inc. and would manufacture, would produce the first Macintosh. But that time it was not known to him. But later, when he set up the Macintosh, whatever he had learned by attending calligraphy classes became very much helpful to him. So we cannot connect the dots looking forward, but we can definitely connect the dots looking backward. He didn't know where his life would take him in future. It was not his intention also to set up the Apple Inc. It was not his intention to manufacture the first Macintosh. But when they set up 10 years later, whatever he learned by attending the calligraphy classes became very much helpful to him. See, you cannot say now what you will be after 5 years, but your present action will definitely to take to some point of your life after 5 years or after 10 years or after 15 years. So our present work or present action depends where we will be. See, here one graph is drawn, line is with 0, the work takes to some point, see it rises, but the work is not satisfactory, it is descending and remains stable for some time, and again see it has risen up, because our action depends to which point of life our life will be taken in future. So it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward, but it was very clear looking backwards. So we can connect the dots looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust, you have to believe that the dots of life will somehow connect in your future. You have to believe in something. You have to believe in your God, or having the deep sensibility and determination. You have to believe in destiny. You have to believe in life. You have to believe in your karma or whatever. This approach has never let anyone down, that means allowed to descend or disappoint. Let me down, and it has made all the differences in life. So we must have our faith, our belief in our God, destiny, life and karma, and definitely our present action will take us to some point of our life in future. In our next class, we will go through the next unit of the lesson. Stay hungry, stay foolish.